I'm Cecilia, I live in Zurich and I love train travel, and I'm trying to visit all 1,720 public transport train stations in Switzerland. Back in April I continued a hike that's called the Alpine Panorama Trail. I actually started it all the way back in 2021 and I've been doing it bit by bit. And this section was pretty short, it was south of Bern and I was very lucky, it was such a nice summery day. Good morning, I'm off to the train station and today I'm gonna go for a hike. I'm on the train to Bern now. This is the first of only a couple of trains, but then I need to take 2 buses after that. So the hike that I'm doing is the continuation of a hike that I started years ago now. Basically I started next to Lake Constance, so at the eastern end of Switzerland, and then the hike goes all the way across Switzerland to Geneva. So it's one of 7 officially numbered hikes that go all once across the entire country, if that makes sense, and it's obviously one of the easier, if not the easiest one. And when did I do my last hike? I will have it on Strava. I had the Strava activity open October, so the last bit that I did was on the 26th of October, and yeah, I'm gonna go and continue. In an ideal world, I would get through the part that's rural, or that's in the countryside, quite quickly now, because if I stick to the segments that they have on the Switzerland Mobility app, which is the official hiking path app here, if I stick to those timings, then I only have 6 or 7 more to go before I get to Vevey, and then it's a long walk along Lac Léman, so along Lake Geneva, and that would obviously be a lot more relaxing and a lot more flexible in terms of weather. And the next few days the weather is going to be amazing according to the forecast. I mean, I'm just watching lots of blooming trees go past, so I think it will genuinely be very nice. And I've got time off, so this would be the ideal time to just smash this out. However, I've obviously not been super active recently, although I've been trying to pick it up, so we'll see. So as a result, I'm not quite sure what it is that I'm doing today. I'm definitely going to do 11.3 kilometers. In theory, then the hike would continue for another 7.5-ish. To get to where I'd finished today. I don't know if I can do that, so I'll just make a call at that 11.3 bit and decide whether to carry on or not. Also, it'll depend on the light at the time, because I'm leaving very, very, very late, so I'll only get to the place where I'm starting, Mättiwil, at 2:30 p.m. So realistically, I think I'm not really going to do more than the 11 kilometers, but you never know. I don't have my camera with me today, precisely because I want to make good time, and I just needed a lighter setup today, so no camera. The heaviest things I'm bringing are probably 2 bottles of water, and breakfast, which I need to have after Bern, because I forgot my spoon. This train is going to take 56 minutes from Zurich to Bern. Then the next train is from Bern to Toffen, which is going to take only 15 minutes. And then after that I have a couple of buses to take, one to Rüeggisberg Post, which is going to take 13 minutes, and then from Rüeggisberg Post to Mättiwil, where I stopped last time, is another 4 minutes, but it would be 45 minutes if I walked, so that's why I'm taking the bus like the app says. The weather's quite different from last time I was there though. It was super misty, like the fog was denser than I've ever seen fog before in my life, but there was a really great view above it, so that was very nice. Okay, I'm gonna read, I think, while I'm on this train. Arrived in Bern, all on time. I've got 14 minutes until the train leaves, my next train leaves, from the same platform actually, that I'm going to the supermarket, partly to get something for later and also to get a spoon, because I forgot my spoon. So, yeah. First bus done. This is the second one. The sign here said that you can use the loo at the bakery across the street, so I went and did that, but I also bought a pretzel because I felt bad not buying anything, but they were really nice. So, last bus on the way to the hike now. Okay, arrived. This is definitely where I remember it being basically opaque. Like you couldn't see anything. You could literally see like 20 meters or something like that. It was crazy. So, I'm about to start my hike. I've put sunscreen on. Hopefully it's somewhat even. And I need to get my sunglasses out actually. Do I get the cap out too? I don't know. Anyway, sunglasses definitely, and I'm about to start my Garmin and then I'll go. Kilometers in. I'm making decent time because I'm actively trying. Not my favourite. Pole's definitely out. I'm backtracking a bit. This bit of the walk goes, or the hike goes straight through a field, and there was a sign at the top saying they have, I don't know what they're called, like they have those dogs that look after sheep or cows and are meant to protect them, and they're really scary. And well, basically walked a little way into the field because I thought maybe the cows were far enough away that it wouldn't be an issue, but they were right on the path down below me. So I'm walking back a little bit and then walking along a little, road, like probably like this or something, instead. And then I'll rejoin the path in 1 kilometre or 2 or something like that. Someone who I assume is the local farmer just went by on his tractor, and he asked me if I'd got lost because he saw me walking like into the field a little bit earlier. So I explained I'm not so sure of myself doing that, and he was like, oh, that'll be fine. But yeah, I totally get it. Like, it's just something where my experience with cows has not been entirely non-scary, so I'd rather go a longer way and feel a bit safer. Just over 4 kilometres in, but I am still on the little detour, so I'm not sure. I think I'm not making great time. We'll see how it goes. Just over 6 kilometres in, and muscle and breathing wise everything's fine, but my feet are hurting so much, just on the balls of the feet. And I thought they were better, but they've been hurting on and off since just before Christmas when I fell down some stairs like an idiot. So definitely will not be doing the second part of the hike that I was considering earlier. I'll just try and finish this bit. I'm quite annoyed about that, to be honest, because if it wasn't for that, everything would be fine. I'm quite comfortable otherwise, but anyway, it is what it is. I like this bit though, the forest is nice, and although that last bit of the path was a bit steep for my liking, had a steep drop-off, the drop-off wasn't far, so otherwise I would have turned back. But the light is nice, and you can hear birds everywhere. Eight kilometres in, and I think I'm nearing the end of this rather steep bit. Taking a quick break. There's a bench here and a nice view. It looks as though I'm somewhere flat, but it's more of a little plateau. Just gonna have a quick snack and then continue. I'm a bit annoyed about my feet hurting so much, but well, nothing I can do about that. So just going slowly and trying to be cautious. I like this kind of walking though. It's so green. Alright, gonna have some of this. It's a pretzel kind of roll, knot or something, with some cheese on top. The last steep bit of the hike is coming up, and it's basically I'm going to walk over there and then up. So after that it should be flat or downhill. 10 kilometers in, and I'm about to start this steeper bit. The bus just went past my hike, which is number 3. So that's what I'm doing, and then number 4 eventually joins other paths to Santiago de Compostela. So that's why there's this one as well in that direction. It's the seashell symbol for the Camino de Santiago. It says 35 minutes to Schwarzenburg, which is where I'm going, and there's a little train symbol which I like a lot because it means I get to hop straight on a train. Right, 400 meters apparently, not an elevation change, 400 meters distance until I'm at the top of this hill. Pretty great view here. Like, I can literally see the 3 big mountains, so Eiger, Jungfrau, right in front of me. I can see the north face of the Eiger really, really clearly. It's like a lot darker than the rest. Pretty great. Well, very, very lucky with the weather. Kilometers in. I've only got about 400 meters to go, and very conveniently the next train to Bern is in 9 minutes, so I think I should easily catch that and not have to wait either, so I think that's worked out very well. I'm in the little village now, just walking along here. They've sort of made a kind of pavement by painting on the road, but better than nothing. All done with the hike, and we're literally just leaving. Such excellent timing. I've no idea how long this train is going to take. I would guess probably not terribly long because, like, looking at the map, we're quite close to Bern. actually longer than I would have thought. 36 minutes. I'm glad to be sitting. My feet are a bit painful. So annoyed because I think that means I won't be able to make as much progress on the cycle over the next few days as I would have liked. But nothing for it. There's no point in rushing it. Right, well, the landscape here is obviously very nice, so I'm just going to look out the window for a little bit. Usual connection back to Zurich, so it's going to take 56 minutes. The light's still really nice. I think the sun is about to set technically. Yeah, in like 3 minutes. But for now it's really pretty. But I am going to get my book shortly. It's freezing. The difference in temperature at the moment is crazy. From like, you go from these really warm days to really cold evenings. Anyway, I'm going to the supermarket. Even though I went yesterday, I already need more, mostly fruit. So yeah, I'm so cold. Can't wait to be home. I need to take the boots off in a second. I'm not tired overall, but my feet are really tired, so that's ideal. I was trying to think what to do tomorrow, probably cycling or something. But yeah, gonna tidy up a little. I've got the food delivery here, I need to chop fruit again, etc. So few things to do before I get to just relax. That was it for the day. Just had my dinner and then I went to sleep soon after. So I'll see you next time. Bye.